Hello and welcome everyone, a new episode of Score Sheet. To all our fans, to all our viewers, we kept on saying that mental fitness is not at all less than physical fitness. We kept on saying that now sports is an industry. And today we are going to speak about both. We are going to have an expert who is going to tell us more about what mental fitness is and what's its importance to all sports persons, to all our athletes. And we have the product of our industry in sports. One of our champions, and one of our champions in a very, let's say, mentally tough sport, fencing. Let's start immediately as we do have a lot to speak about, but let me first welcome my dear guest live here in the studio, Dr. Andrew Saeed, our mental coach, and Ahmed Hindawi, one of our great, inshallah, champions of fencing. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, it's a pleasure to be here.
And let's start immediately, and if you permit me, Ahmed, I'm going to start with Dr. Andrew. Dr. Andrew, when it comes to mental fitness, we are speaking about something which is, let me say, it's not relatively new, but its importance is really getting bigger a day after the other. And for the sake of our sports persons, for our athletes, we should take care of that and take this as a first priority. I want you to elaborate first. What is the definition of mental fitness to any sports person?
Mental fitness is how to make a sports player mental toughness, how to make it have a mental toughness, preparing the player to make a decision, make a goals, how to be stand in the game, how to be good in the game. Don't look to the game like any game. In the spot of the sports, like a fencing, like a shooting, like sports have a mental. We have like Ahmed have a goal in an Olympic Games, and any player have a goal in the Olympic Games to get a medal in the Olympic Games. Must be have a mental doctor to prepare all things about his mind.
Mm-hmm. Ahmed, let's start with you from scratch. As we were speaking before being on air, you told me that it's something genetic. And it ended with all these medals, and inshallah you are going to achieve more. Tell me more about your start and how you found yourself that you are going to continue in fencing, and this is going to be not only your favorite sport but your future.
Thank you for having me today. I'm very excited. I started when I was 6. My dad is my coach, actually. He started taking me when I was 3 years old to fencing competitions. So I think I was born in a fencing goal. So that's why I love this game.
Great, but as far as I know, there are many weapons, and you should differentiate between this and that, and you should know which is closer to you and which you are going to excel in.
I started foil because my dad is a foil coach. So
it went like that.
Yeah, in my first competition I got 3rd place, and this was my turning point. I stopped football. I was playing football every day in the school. So after this medal, I thought, no more football. I have to.
Real Madrid or Barcelona?
Barcelona.
Ahli or Zamalek?
Ahli. Yeah. Actually, I was in Barcelona 2 weeks ago. I had a World Cup.
Great. Dr. Andrew, how to evaluate the mental status of a sports person? According to what? According to, is it different between an individual sport and a team sport? And according to the age category, for example, how we can differentiate between a mentally tough athlete and a weak or a relatively weak mental athlete.
I think, but يعني more analysis to make this because we proved our program start from analysis and make a program to the different player, high athletics, top athletics player, or small player to be a top athletics because there is a mini program from the small one and the bigger one and the top athletics because some sports start from negative 11 years old, negative 13 years old, must start from under 9.
Let me put my question in other words. How much should it take to evaluate the mental status of an athlete?
I think to his vision, to the program and to all the community of the player.
Okay. I am the head coach of the national team of fencing. And I want to have your evaluation of Ahmed. How much time should you take to evaluate Ahmed's mental status?
I think 1 month.
1 month?
I think.
Yeah. And to follow him in every session during this month?
Yes.
Ahmed, I'm always saying that. When of course, I had the honor to host many of our athletes. And when I asked them all about mental fitness and physical fitness, they all said that they are equal. And sometimes mental fitness is even more important. When you realized that?
Actually, too late. Yeah.
I like the confession.
Yeah, actually too late. I started with Dr. Andrew in September 2022. Yeah.
Only 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or less.
Actually 2 years, yeah. More than 2 years.
You said 2022. Okay.
Less than 2 years, yeah.
Okay, I'd like to know what, now of course you're different. Yeah. What are the differences you witnessed yourself after dealing with a mental coach which made you improving yourself a day after the other, whether in the even sessions of training and in your performance in the official competitions?
Okay, actually, I see Dr. Andrew 2 times per week, but we called each day, 2 times maybe. At the beginning, I have to concentrate in the game. I have to concentrate with the referees. I have to concentrate with my coach. So too much things in one game.
Yeah.
So after dealing with Dr. Andrew, he teach me how to deal with to concentrate only in the game.
To focus.
Yeah, to focus in the game, and how to listen my coach and not concentrate the referee at all. How to concentrate in the game.
Let's know the most important instructions you have been giving all the time to Ahmed as an example.
Be focused.
To focus first, then?
Because actually I'm very nervous.
Yes. And be cool in the game because it's a game. Not about how to win or to lose, but to play good, to be good in more time and more time. In this competition and after this competition and after this competition, because our dream is the Olympic Games, not our competition here or about the champion or the cup champion, no, but about the Olympic game. I think it's our dream.
What you've both said is very dangerous, and it has double meaning. I mean, how I can differentiate between being careless and being cool, because there are such differences between two.
Yeah.
And between excited and nervous and angry, because being excited and nervous is not being angry. How you differentiate between different feelings and to stick to the positive feelings and to try to set the negative feelings aside? For me, this is the dilemma, and I'd like to have your answer. First,
okay. Can I repeat the question? Yeah, because actually I have an ADHD, so...
great. I like people with ADHD, by the way. You're nervous,
okay,
or you're angry?
before dealing with Dr. Andrew, I was
No,
very
no,
angry.
I mean,
Now,
your
as
problem.
a person, no, my problem is that I'm angry and nervous.
Okay.
Yeah, but now I think I'm not angry at all in the game. Maybe after,
Yeah.
but in the game, now I have to focus in the point, not the game.
How
In
have
each
you
point.
reached this point with him?
With a mental program, we make a program about the self-talk, the self-confidence, how to be a focus, how to be attention, how to be leading the game, how to be making a management to your game, because the player in the top athletics have many reasons in the game. I am losing, but I want to come again and be winner. I am
Remontada.
بالظبط. Exactly, sorry. And how to be leading and stay leading. It's all about the mental toughness.
Great.
By the programming and all things about the mental, we lead about by the programming, by the process in the sessions.
If you want to look to the photos we have and you want to comment on them.
Our player this, sorry, I don't see. Adam Said, the player of Shams Club. Lily, the champion of the European champion. Abdullah Nasr Uri. Farida Abu Hashim, the top
We're going to
athlete.
speak about Farida in specific
Okay.
because she's such a good
Adam
example.
Shalabi, Yusuf Fouda.
We
Najwa
have,
Nofel, the champion of
Such a
African.
number of athletes. I really am very proud of all of them.
It's a
And of you, of course, Ahmed.
Thank you.
Ahmed, I'd like to know how much time did it take to feel the difference or to feel that you are really improving?
Maybe after 2-3 months. Yeah, because we started in September, as I told you. So we started before our senior World Cup. So it took me 3 competitions, so actually 3 or 4 months to feel the progress.
Well, Ahmed, when it comes to an athlete who is representing Egypt, this is a huge responsibility. And I think this is one of the main reasons behind your worries and why you feel that responsibility. All the eyes are on you, and whether you are going to let the people listen to the national anthem or no. Many athletes, they do have some rituals before going, maybe listening to Holy Quran, to some music, to stuff like that, to be relaxed and to totally focus. Do you have any of these rituals?
For sure. Yeah.
What?
Actually, between the matches, I have to listen to Al Quran. I have to relax because in the games, adrenaline is very high, so I have to relax my body. So I have to listen to Quran. Songs and music will make the adrenaline higher.
Your piece of advice regarding that, to have some rituals before going to any competition, true?
true.
What to do? To do whatever made you feel relaxed, or you do have some certain instructions for every athlete individually?
I think everyone individually, because most players don't like each others. Ahmed
Is different than
is more different in any player. But we have a player come to mental trainer and he have a base in the mental. This player will make another program definitely.
Between you and me, and we're not going to tell Ahmed.
Okay.
Ahmed was one of the difficult players to deal with, or he was an easy one. He's not going to know.
More difficult.
What?
More difficult.
Why? What have you done to him?
I didn't do anything.
Because he's a champion, but we make another dream to each other to a gold medal in the Olympic game 2028, and I think his process is very good to make this.
Dr. Andrew, what's the importance of having a role model?
I think Michael Phelps.
No, I mean, what the importance of having a role model? I mean,
Okay,
with
sorry.
Ahmed. is it important to ask Ahmed to have a role model and all the time to look at him and to put him as such a goal to reach?
In level, in some levels, but after this level, we are a role models.
Okay, your role model.
Actually, in Egypt or worldwide? Okay, for
as
sure,
you like.
for sure, Michael Phelps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is because I said Michael Phelps.
No. And actually, Abu Qasim, Ali Abu
Ali.
Qasim, and Muhammad Hamza. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Muhammad is that young still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, he is one of the best fencers in the
He
in the
is.
world. Yeah.
Right after the short break, we are going to return back with Farida because Farida is such an example. In a certain time, we all crying with her and in tears. And just after 1 year, after being number 4, she became number 1. And she was only 12 or 13. We are going to discuss this right after the short break. Welcome back. Dr. Andrew, Farida was, I think, one of the youngest modern pentathlon athletes who really caught our attention, particularly when she was crying just a year ago because she was number 4. But only a year after she became number 1. This means that she worked on himself and with, of course, the assistance of her coaching staff as a whole, including her mental coach. What have you done to move Farida from this category to this category?
I think to make a new goal to Farida to be number 1, because Farida have a full team in swimming, in shooting, in running, all team. First, so I can thanks Dr. Osama Abu Zaid, the superhero of Champs Club and the unique Dr. Aya Medani to make our program to the top athletics in Champs Club because this is a start. We start from Champs Club and after that we make a Farida and Ahmed and all champion of Champs Club. But Farida, she's more
Farida,
beautiful, yes. And Dr. Sharif
Dr. Sharif Al-Arian,
the
president of the Egyptian Federation of Modern Pentathlon.
I think Dr. Sharif, I want to make a big thanks to Dr. Sharif Al-Arian because he answered any time to any call from any coach to Farida Abu Hashim.
Yeah.
Anytime. Anytime I call Dr. Sharif, I want to make this, okay, it's okay. I want to go with Farida in a competition, it's okay. Farida want to go a competition, it's okay. And Dr. Osama Abu Zaid, طبعا the president of the Champs Club, more thanks to him and Dr. Aya because Dr. Aya, she is
Aya is a legend.
Exactly.
Aya is one of the modern pentathlon players who has her name in Guinness record.
And in sports
Yeah.
management,
Sure, sure. She decided to continue with her favorite sport forever because she really belongs to sports and to modern pentathlon. Ahmed,
Yeah.
the very first medal, when you just hold your very first medal, what was your feeling?
Actually, as I told you, I stopped everything. It's all about fencing. I remember when I went home after the medal, I opened the YouTube to watch fencing. I just want more. I want to compete. I want everything. It was something different, actually. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Who was the very first phone call?
I don't remember.
Mom, dad, friend?
My mom was with me, and my dad for sure. I think my grandmother. Yeah.
With their support, you are who you are right
Yeah,
now.
I owe them everything, actually.
And I want also to move to another stage. Because as Dr. Andrews said, when a player can perform a remontada, then he is mentally that tough, and I'm totally okay with him. Have you made a remontada before?
Yes.
More than once?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love doing it.
Tell me your feeling after your first remontada. You feel proud of yourself, you feel that you're different, you feel that you are now a different Ahmed, you feel that this is the way you should continue with. Tell me.
I think my first one was in the Arabian Championship.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 13 years old, and I was competing in 15 years old competition teams. We were losing 28 18, and I finished at 24 23 to our team. So I think I'm very strong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are.
Yeah.
You are.
I hope I could do more. Yeah,
And you could do more.
I hope.
Ahmed, I'm going to ask you a question, and the answer is yes or no.
Okay.
I'm going to say something, and you tell me whether what I'm going to say just came to your mind before or no, okay? What the hell I'm doing to myself? Why I'm sacrificing many things for fencing? If time goes back, I'm going to give up on fencing and I'm going to focus on other things. Yes or no?
Yes.
What do you tell yourself just to get rid of these negative thoughts? Look at the medals, for example.
I kept playing fencing for 14 years old.
Yeah.
So that's the only passion I have. So I want to remove these 14 years. So I have to continue. I have to do more.
This is what I call mental fitness and mental toughness. I will continue and I
Yeah.
will achieve more. If an athlete or a player came to you as a mental coach and said what I've said, sir, doctor, I'm going to quit. I'm not good at that. I'm not going to continue. Enough is enough. I'm going to focus on my academic year and that's it.
I just
What?
did this 3 days ago. Yeah.
What?
Yes.
I think it's one of our program about a correction self-talk. How to make a correction self-talk to the player. How to make a self-talk when he make a self-talk. I think it's yeah, usually programming to a top athletics only. Because self-talk is something normal to our player, to our
Then it's
babies.
normal to go into such phases.
Exactly. But how to make it corrected and in timing, in good timing.
And it took too much time with me. Actually, I think, as I told you, I started with Dr. Andrew in 2022. I think my first time I do perfect self-talk was in the last competition 3 days ago. So it took 2 years.
2 years
To
be able to
do
have the correct self-talk.
Yeah.
And this was with Ahmed. With other people or with other players, it would take longer or shorter.
Or shorter.
True?
True.
And what's the difference between an individual sports athlete and one in a team? I mean, the maneuvers are different?
Yes, because we make a train about focus and attention, one-to-one. Exactly difference about a team, because in handball we make an attention to all player in the play game, but in individual one-to-one, how to focus to your goal, not our player.
After such long time with fencing, Ahmed, have you found that is it talent or hard work? Of course, both are important, but for you, which is more important?
Okay, I think I'm talented, but talent without hard work is nothing. Yeah.
This is what I call an athlete or a champ. Dr. Andrew, if there sometimes when you would give a piece of advice for any athlete to stop training, to take a break from the sport and to just think about anything else, because if you want to return back stronger, you should just have a break from everything, or this is something which is not included in sports?
I think sometimes, but in not always, but sometimes because the time about the competition, we can make a revision about the steps we go to start again from this point to the another.
Can you implement that, Ahmed? I mean, if your coach is asking you just to have a break and to be involved into another sport or into any other thing far from fencing,
Yeah, before we
would
start
you
the
be
season,
able to do so?
Yeah, I did this before the start of the season. Yeah, after I finished last season, I was very depressed. So I talked with my father. My father is my coach too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I talked with Dr. Andrew. So I stopped for 1 month, I think. Yeah, I kept playing
1 month?
Yeah, I kept playing paddle. I didn't leave sports, but I kept playing paddle, running, gym. So when I came back, I'm still strong. Yeah, I still have fitness.
Fitness.
Yeah.
But when you turn back, how was your passion? I mean, have you missed fencing, or you said that, oh, this was a break which I should have taken?
I miss fencing.
Oh.
This is what I have to take a break to miss fencing. Yeah.
And this is exactly what you have been working for,
Yes.
to let him feel that he is missing fencing. True?
Yes.
Yeah, true.
The preparations before going to a competition, of course, it's different than normal days.
Yes.
What are your habits, or what do you do before a competition?
Yeah, actually, I had a World Cup in Egypt 3 days ago. Yeah. Before the competition, I went to Dr. Andrew to have a session.
Yeah.
He told me no session today. We have to to play PlayStation.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
And we kept on playing PlayStation for 1 hour, and then he told me session ended.
Session ended.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this was the session.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to have such sessions.
Okay, it's a pleasure.
No, I mean, why you've decided that this is going to be the way you deal with Ahmed?
Because Ahmed, I think he want to play, not to focus in the competition. Because when he focused in the competition, he stressed, he depressed, and we played.
And it went great.
I did one of my best matches. Yeah.
Okay. And inshallah, you're going to continue playing
so.
your best matches.
I hope so. And I have to thank our president, Mr. Abdelmenem Hosseini, for his support.
The head
continuous
of the
support.
Egyptian Federation of
Yeah,
Fencing,
of
Mr.
fencing.
Mohammed Al Hussein.
Abdelmenem Hosseini.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Mr. Abdelmenem Al Hussein.
And our head coach, Captain Maher Hamza. And my coach and my father, Tamer Hindawi.
Okay.
And my coach in the club, Captain Mahmoud Said. Yeah.
Great. Well, I'd like here also to focus not on the competitions which are taking place here.
Yeah.
The competitions abroad, I think they are different.
Yes.
And of course, they are different experiences. And you return back with different memories, maybe with new friends and stuff like that. Tell me about the most important or the closest to your heart, the closest trip to your heart, which you've returned with a golden medal
I think
or golden medals.
the African competition
Yeah.
in Algeria, 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 15 years old, and it was the first time they do a African competition under 15 years old, and it was in Algeria, and I won against an Algerian fencer in the semi-final, and I won against an Algerian fencer in the final. Yeah, and this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is the perfect trip I had.
Great.
Yeah.
When your father is your coach, I don't know if this is a privilege or something which you can consider having advantages and disadvantages. What are the advantages and disadvantages?
Okay.
I mean, would you be able to separate between the coach and the father, or he is my father and that's it?
I think we can't separate it. It's hard.
Is this one of the instructions you've been giving to Ahmed? Separate between having your father as a coach, or this is the perfect way or the perfect relation?
Exactly, we do, but we must know about the mental coach. Must be with coach and with parents and with player, not to the player only. We must back up with a coach and a parents in home because it's about our dream. No one can make it, or no one can go just.
We are
yeah,
not going to tell Dr. Andrew.
Okay.
Have you discovered that there were serious secret talks between your father or your coach, Captain Tamer,
Yeah.
and Dr. Andrew, all together, alone, of course for you, and they decided or they agreed together how to deal with you, particularly before going to a competition?
Yes, for sure. I think, yeah, because sometimes I ask Dr. Andrew, yeah, did you talk with my father? Yes.
Mhm.
Or sometimes he say no. And sometimes I ask my father, yes, he talked with me. So, yeah, sometimes they do.
And all for your best interest there. Your coming competition when?
Till now, I don't know, but I hope I could participate in the World Championship.
Inshallah.
Yeah, in April.
How to prepare him for the World Championship?
With our process.
A process going on, of course.
Okay.
But I mean, do you prepare for him more programs? I mean, for example, I do have a competition in a month from now. Do you have more programs which should be intensified before the
We
competition?
already had a plan, I think.
We already
when
have
we
a plan
started, we have a plan for everything.
for 4
I
years
think, yeah, we have a plan till
For what?
2028.
to 2028.
To 2028?
Yes.
You already had a plan
Yeah.
with the competitions, with everything.
In your free time, dear, what do you do? Because simply all what you're saying is saying that this is all your life. I mean,
Yeah.
you have you're focusing only on fencing. What about time management? I mean, taking into consideration that you should have other things in life.
I think I just have to study and doing fencing. No time for anything. I can go out one day with my friends at night. So because I have training every day.
But you're happy with that.
Yeah, it's fine, yeah.
One piece of advice to Ahmed.
You are an Olympic champion.
I echo that. You are an Olympic champion. Now we have only 1 minute. Look to the camera, thank whoever you are. Tell me about your dreams for tomorrow. Your camera.
Okay. I have to thank my family, my friends, my teammates, my coaches. Yeah, and I think my dream is to be a world championship and then to be an Olympian. Yeah, I have to thank my father. I owe him everything. Yeah, he is my friend. He's my father, my coach. We do everything together. Yeah, and I have to thank Dr. Andrew too. Yeah, for everything.
Well,
And I have to thank you. It's a pleasure being here with you.
I enjoyed my time.
I enjoy too.
And inshallah, we are going to have you both back, returning from a world competition with more medals.
I hope so.
Promise?
Promise.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
We were very much delighted and honored to have Dr. Andrew Saeed, our mental coach, and one of our big champions of fencing, Ahmed Hindawi, despite the fact that he's only 20 years old, but he has a tally of medals, and we hope that it's going to be much more than that in the very near future. This is my hope for him, and inshallah I know that he is going to achieve that. By this, we come to the end of this very special episode of Score Sheet. We'll meet again same time on Nile TV International. Many thanks for watching. With all my love, this was Nirmina Abdurrahman.